Hello friends. Yesterday we will discuss about magnetic force on a moving charge, right? We know that magnetic force on a moving charge is F is equals to Q into V cross B. And in last lectures we also discussed about various features of this formula, right? And we also know that in electric field force experienced by charge F is equals to QE, right? So from this concept we will discuss about Lorentz force. Now, what is Lorentz force? So, Lorentz force is the force experienced by a moving charge in presence of electric and magnetic field. I repeat once again, friends. Lorentz force is the force experienced by a moving charge in the presence of electric field and magnetic field. Right? So we can write that Lorentz force F is equals to F E plus F M. Right? We can write this because we already discussed about the definition of Lorentz force. It is the force experienced by a moving charge in presence of electric field and magnetic field. So total force F is equals to Fe. That means force experienced by charge due to electric field, and Fm force experienced by charge due to magnetic field, right? So this is equation number 1. So we know that, friends, force experienced by a moving charge in electric field F is equals to Q, and force due to magnetic field Fm is equals to Q into V cross B, right? So we know the value of Fe and Fm. So we put the value of Fa and Fm in equation 1. So from equation 1 we can write that F is equals to Fe, that is Q plus Fm Q into V cross B, right? So here we take Q common. So F is equals to Q into E, Q common into E plus V cross B, right? So this is the formula of Lorentz force, right? Once again, friends, what is Lorentz force? Lorentz force is a force experienced by a moving charge in the presence of electric field and magnetic field. So total force F is equals to Fe plus Fm. Fe force experienced by a charge due to electric field, and Fm force due to magnetic field. So we know that F is equals to Qe and Fm Q into V cross B. So we put the value of Fe and Fm into equation number 1. So F is equals to Qe plus Q into V cross B. So here Q common, so vector F is equals to Q into vector E plus bracket into the bracket vector V cross vector B, right? So this is the formula of Lorentz force. You have to remember this formula, right? Now we move forward to our next topic, that is unit of magnetic field, right? So first of all, what is magnetic field? So yesterday we proved this formula, force due to magnetic field F is equals to Q into V cross B, right? So here vector V cross vector B, that means VB sin theta. So we can write that F is equals to QVB sin theta, right? Here we have to define the magnetic field. We denoted magnetic field by B. So here we formulate B. So B is equals to F upon QB sin theta, right? So here to define magnetic field, we assume that here theta is equals to 90. If theta is equals to 90, V is equals to 1 meter per second and charge Q is equals to 1 coulomb. So if Q is equals to 1 coulomb, V 1 meter per second and theta 90. We know the value of sine 90. Value of sine 90 is 1. So if theta is equals to 90, V is equals to 1 meter per second and charge Q is 1 coulomb, then in this condition we define magnetic field is equals to magnetic force per unit charge, right? So if theta is equals to 90, velocity V is equals to 1 meter per second, then magnetic force per unit charge is known as magnetic field, right? I repeat once again. If theta is equals to 90 degree, velocity V is equals to 1 meter per second, then F, that means magnetic force upon Q, that is per unit charge, is known as B, say magnetic field. I repeat once again. If theta is equals to 90, velocity V is equals to 1 meter per second, then magnetic force per unit charge is known as magnetic field. And the unit of magnetic field is Tesla, right? That is denoted by capital T, right? So the unit of magnetic field is Tesla. Another unit, or we can say CGS, unit of magnetic field is 1 capital G, that means Gauss, right? So another unit of magnetic field is Gauss. But the relation between Gauss and Tesla is 1 Gauss is equals to 10 raised to minus 4 Tesla. You have to remember this relation between Gauss and Tesla, right? So unit of magnetic field is Tesla and another unit of magnetic field is Gauss, right? But the relation between Gauss and Tesla is 1 Gauss is equals to 10 raised to minus 4 Tesla, right? So this is about the magnetic field, right? And yesterday we already discussed that due to the moving charge, magnetic field occurs, right? Now we move forward to our next topic, that is magnetic force on a current carrying conductor. So magnetic force on a current carrying conductor, right? So we will discuss about our next topic, that is magnetic force on a current carrying conductor. The question will be like this: prove the formula of magnetic force on a current carrying conductor, right? So here friends, this is the conductor having cross section area A and length L, right? Now this current carrying conductor is on the y-axis, right? So the current carrying component of this conductor is like this side, IDL. Now the magnetic field is on Z axis. So the force is like this on the x axis, like this, right? So here we place one current carrying conductor on y axis. This conductor having area A and length L. The magnetic field is on z axis, right? The velocity of the electrons are like this on this. This is the drift velocity of electrons. So here we consider the velocity of the electrons is like this, negative y-axis, right? So here from this formula, vector F is equals to q into v cross b, right? Here velocity is on y-axis, magnetic field is on z-axis. So from this formula we can easily say that the force will be on x-axis, like this. Now we have to find out the formula of magnetic force, right? So we already know the formula of force on each charge. F is equals to q into v cross b, right? So for electron the force will be given by, for electron force is given by small f, right? This is for one electron. So force small f is equals to q into v cross b. But here q, but the charge of electron is E, but electron having negative charge, so minus E into V cross B, right? So force for electron, the magnetic force is given by vector F is equals to minus E into V cross B, right? Now the conductor have many more electrons, right? So for conductor the magnetic force, or we can say total magnetic force vector F is equals to, here there are n number of electrons, so n into small f, right? Because the conductor have n number of electrons, so we can easily write this vector F is equals to n into small f, that is force on one electron. Now here n. So suppose here we consider, suppose electrons per unit volume is equals to n. So small n is equals to capital N upon V, right? Because electrons per unit volume is small n, so small n is equals to total number of electrons upon volume. We know that volume is equals to area into length, right? So here we have to find out capital N. So capital N is equals to small n into V, but volume is equals to area into length. So capital N is equals to small n as it is, volume area into length L, right? So total magnetic force vector F is equals to NF, but the value of N is NaN, and force F is equals to minus E into V cross B, like this, right? Now see here friends, we know that J is equals to I by A is equals to NeVd, right? So here see the equation, this equation is like this, This is equation number 1. So we know that J is equals to I by A is equals to NEV, right? So I is equals to NAEV. So I is equals to NAEV. That is equation number 2. Now see here friends, NAEV, right? So here friends, see, the component ideal is on right hand side. The velocity is on left hand side, right? So here we can easily neglect this minus. So from equation 1 and 2 we can write that vector F is equals to N A as it is, N A as it is, then E V, then L cross B, because here there is a small current component, right, ideal. So we can easily write that NAEV into into L cross B. Now we know that NAEV is I, right? So we can write that this vector F is equal to NAEV, that is I, into L cross B, right? So the magnetic force on a current carrying conductor is vector F is equals to I into L, vector L cross vector B, right? So friends, you have to remember this formula of magnetic force on a current carrying conductor. Vector F is equals to I into vector L cross vector B. Once again friends, here there is a current carrying conductor on y-axis, right? Here there is a small current carrying component ideal. Here magnetic field is supposed on z-axis. So from this formula F is equals to Q into V cross B, we can easily say that the force will be on the direction of x-axis. Now for electron we can easily write the formula of magnetic force, because we know the magnetic force on a moving charge F is equals to Q into V cross B. So for electron, instead of Q we have to write minus E, because charge of electron is minus E. So vector small f is equals to minus E into V cross B. Now there are n number of electrons. So for conductor, total magnetic force vector F is equals to n into small f. Now here we consider that electrons per unit volume is small n. So small n is equals to capital N by V. So capital N is equals to small n into V. But we know that volume is equals to area into length L. So capital N is equals to small n A n. So for conductor, total magnetic force vector F is equals to n. But we know that value of capital N is small n A n into F minus E into V cross B. But we know that J is equals to I by A, right? Is equals to NAV. So I is equals to NAEV. So here see, NAEV are there in equation 1. So from equation 1 and 2, vector F is equals to NAEV into vector L cross vector B, because here the direction of current is same as the direction of line, but the velocity is on opposite direction, so we can easily neglect this negative sign. So NAEV into L cross B, but NAEV is I, so vector F is equals to I into vector L cross vector B. But friends, we already know the vector product between two vectors, vector A cross vector B is equals to AB sin theta. So here we can write that vector F is equals to I L B sin theta, right, into n cap, that is direction of force. Now, so here suppose if the direction of L and B are same, so if the direction of L and B are same, then theta is equals to 0, but we know that sin 0 0, so F is equals to 0, right? If L and B are opposite, if L and B opposite, then theta is equals to pi, sin pi 0, so opposite, then theta is equals to pi, so sin pi 0, so force will be 0, right? Then if the angle between L and B is 90, or we can say if L and B are perpendicular, right? Here there is length here and B is at 90 degree. So if the angle between L and B is 90, or we can say if L and B are perpendicular with each other, then F is equals to ILB sin 90, right? But we know that the value of sin 90 is 1, so F is equals to ILB, or we can say F is equals to BIL, because we can easily remember this formula. F is equals to B, that means F is equals to BIL, right? So these are the different cases. If the direction of L and B are same, if L and B are opposite, or we can say if L and B are perpendicular, right? So if the direction of L and B are same, then theta is 0, so force will be 0. If L and B are opposite, then theta pi, sin pi 0, then the force will be 0. And if the angle between L and B is 90, or we can say L and B are perpendicular with each other, then theta will be 90. We know the value of sin 90, that is 1. So F is equals to ILB into 1. So F is equals to ILB, or we can say BIL. So we can easily remember this formula. F is equals to B, BIL. Right? So now, friends, you have to remember the formula of force due to magnetic field, due to electric field, equation of Lorentz force, then force on current carrying conductor, right? So you have to remember the all formulas. First of all, we revise all the formulas. Force on charge due to electric field, that is F is equals to QE. Force on charge due to magnetic field, that is F is equals to Q into V cross B. Then the equation of Lorentz force, F is equals to Q into bracket E plus V cross B. Then the unit of magnetic field is Tesla, and another CGS unit of magnetic field is Gauss, right? So you have to remember the relation between Gauss and Tesla. 1 Gauss is equals to 10 raised to minus 4 Tesla. Then magnetic force on a current carrying conductor, vector F is equals to I into vector N cross vector B, right? And if L and B are perpendicular with each other, then the formula is F is equals to BIL, that means B, right? So friends, you have to remember this formulas of the magnetic field, right?